hope you all are best and fine. Enjoyed your festival safe or not? I hope you are enjoyed safely. All the students, already we have completed somewhat a part in our lesson of habitat. Okay, now in this one, there is we already completed aquatic habitat. Now we are going with habitat as a plant tree. It is also completed in the last class. Now we are going with our next concept, next topic, that is the habitat. Our house is as a habitat. Our house is as a habitat. Okay, yes. Good afternoon to everyone, and please give your attendance first. Then we are going to start our lesson. Yes. Please, all the students, come to the chat box. Click on YouTube. Yes, wherever it is appear in our app. Once click on it, and it is available. The chat box is available. In that one, you give your attendance. Yeah, all the students, we are know very well about habitat. What is a habitat? Which is the fulfill the needs of animals. That is only called what? Habitat. You know very well about this thing. Okay, clear? Yes. And now we are going to discuss about our habitat of our. Okay, now yes, animals and as well as the plants. Yes, and already we are discussing in the last classes about aquatic habitat. Pond is as a habitat. In that one there is so many plants and animals are living, you know very well. They fulfill their needs already. Okay, now that's why they called aquatic animals. That's why that habitat is called aquatic habitat. Okay, clear or not also? Then after you come to that, it is whatever the tree contains so many birds and so many animals. Yes, and somewhat small plants and big plants also. Okay, trees are taken as a habitat and they are living on the tree. Okay, clear or not all of you? Yes, about that habitat also we are going already discussed now. Yes, and on the tree there is a what? Somewhat are taken as a fixed habitat. Somewhat animals are taken as a not a fixed. They are moving towards the tree and away from the tree, may taken for a food, may taken for air, may taken for a light, may taken for a shelter. Yes, all are not taken as a shelter, all are not taken as a food. Okay, now, but some are taken totally. It is a habitat for it. You know very well. Somewhat birds are totally. It is depending on the trees only. Somewhat animals are totally depending on the particular trees only. Okay, clear or not all of you? For food and for air, for the light, for shelter also. But ourselves, suppose we take ourselves, we are taken as a food and we are taken as a habitat of our tree. No, okay, for not for every time we are not taken as a shelter. And water is also not came from the tree for us every time. Okay, that's why food is for a tree is not a fully habitat for us, but it is a habitat for us. It is also fulfill somewhat needs, not totally. Yes, then for our human beings, which one is the habitat then? For our human being, which one is the habitat? Yeah, house is a habitat for a human being. Why? Because house is fulfill our total needs. It is to protect our body from the hotness and as well as from the coldness also. Okay, clear or not all of you? And as well as it is what? It is a protect from us heat and as well as the cold and as well as the rain. That's why it is a work as a shelter. Okay, clear or not all the students? And as well as in our house, there is also we have water also. Okay, clear or not all of either maybe from underground, otherwise maybe in the form of well. Okay, there is we have the water also. Yeah, in our house it is a construct like that. The air is coming into that, and as well as the light is also coming into the house. Okay, there is a food maximum. There is a nowadays we are in a towns we are not taking food from house, but when we are go to the village. Okay, now yes, and there is a what the food is also okay contained in our surrounding of our house only. Okay, somewhat place we are left for that what foods purpose. Okay, that like that only there is a house is one of the habitat for our human beings. Human beings are taken nowadays habitat everything. Okay, the pond is also become habitat for the human beings, and trees also habitat for the human being, and as well as this house is also habitat for the human being. Not only taken as a house, but most of the time and most of the needs are fulfilled at where? At a house only. Okay, clear or not all of you? That is why we call house is a good habitat for a human beings. Only for human beings? No. In our house with us there is a what? So many animals may live. May it is a pet animals, may not it is useful for us also. Okay, clear or not all of you? Yes, all the students. Clear or not all the students? Here there is a may we are taken it is as a may it is a taken as it is. May it is a taken as a, not only the habitat for our human beings. May it is a taken for it is. May it is a taken for it is. As somewhat other animals like pet animals, like what dog, cat, maybe we are taken what pigeon, we are taken somewhat birds also. Okay, now yes, we are may taken the birds are also taken for our houses purpose, and somewhat plants are also there. Like which plants? We are taken a money plants, and as well as there is a what somewhat flower plants, somewhat what fruit plants are also may live in our house. Okay, clear or not all the students? And as well as somewhat unwanted animals are also may available in our house, like a spider, lizard. Okay, clear or not? Rat maybe. Okay, now otherwise maybe cockroaches. Okay, these are not we are not willing with our willing only. It is not live in our house. Okay, clear or not all the students? Yes. So our house is also treated as a habitat or not? Yeah, here our house is also treated as a habitat. Why? Because in our house there is a what? With us so many animals are there, so many plants are also there. Okay, that's why our house is also treated as habitat. Yes, and in your house, how many pet animals are there? May every house is not contain the pet animals. Okay, now yes, not only the pet animals. For our need purpose, we are may taken somewhat a hen, goat. Okay, now our food purpose, we have taken a hen. Okay, now and as well as the goat somewhere, and as well as there is a what? Our house is nothing but not only our house, human houses. Okay, they contain the what? Goats, and as well as the cows, and as well as the buffaloes, and as well as there is the hen. Okay, clear or not all the students? Yes, maybe it is contained in our house as a habitat. Okay, clear or not all of you? Yes, it will be made. We are taken it is for what? For our food purpose. Cows or buffaloes are given milk. Hen may given eggs or otherwise may it is a given chicken for us. Okay, clear or not all of you? For our needs purpose also. And pet animals based on our wish, based on our loving about that animals. We are like that animal. That's why we are taken. You know very well. Some peoples are taken. There is a what? Forest animals are also. Okay, as a pet animals. Okay, clear or not all of you? Yes, in this way our house is called habitat or not, students? Yeah, our houses are called habitats. Why? Because for that animals, for that plants, Yes, the students, you don't think about the members. It may be look for me, it is a more number than you. Okay, the number is not correct. Whatever appear on our the top of that our living session. Okay, it will be so many members are. It will be seen. Our class is seen by app. Okay, that may not appear here. Clear or not, all the students? You don't bother about that number. Huh? Yeah, there is so many numbers. Now I am got the number is somewhat 43. Okay, now but for you it is maybe only it looks somewhat other number. Okay, clear? Yes. Don't bother about that. Yes. And once take it into your chart box, how many members are there? Only 4 are there. No, no. Huh? There is a what here? Our house is a what? Habitat. Okay, clear or not, all the students? Yes, you are once take it out. Your house is habitat or not? Why you call it is a habitat? Yes, yes, everyone. You compulsory go with our house is habitat. Okay, clear or not, all the students? Why? Because we call habitat. Yeah, in our house compulsory. Yes, somewhat flowers, flower plants are there. Somewhat other like God's plants are there. Maybe tulsi like the plants maybe are taken. Otherwise maybe are taken the money plants at last. Otherwise we may take somewhat fruit plants at last. Plants are there or not? Yeah, plants are there. And animals may somewhat houses the pet animals are there. May another animals may not pet animals. Okay now? Yes, suppose when you go for cow, there is may not available pet animals are only there. That whatever the animals we are taken for the milk purpose, cow, maybe buffaloes may not there. Okay, clear or not, all of you? Yes, there is a what in case that animals, no animals are there, may no pet animal, no there is a whatever uses purpose we are using, that animals are not there. Okay, somewhat without our permission also somewhat animals are may live in our house. Lizard compulsory, otherwise may rats, otherwise may cockroaches, otherwise may somewhat bacteria and virus. They not required any permission to live in our house. Okay, they came by the environment, by the okay now. Yes, whatever the purchases are there from the market. Okay, yes, without the permission only they are entering into our house. Ants, okay now, they required any permission to come into our house? No, no. There is a what like that. There is so many animals are also there in our house without our permission also. Small animals. Okay, now may not appear big animals like a cow, buffalo, but spiders. There is a what? There is required any permission to them. No, mosquitoes, flies. Okay, now they are taken as a habitat of our house or not? Yeah, they are also taken as a habitat of our house. There is a given somewhat information about the pet animals. Okay, yes, so many of students, you know very well. So many of you are love and like about the animals, pet animals, small puppies and as well as the small cats like that. When you take your like these things, it is a very beautiful to see. But we are given somewhat shelter to this. Okay, now yes, it is our responsibility about the animals. Why? Because somewhat times animals are not get the food, and because of whatever the summer time, they not get the water. Yes, and animals are also have the right to live now. Yes, the right to live here. Yes, may it is in our house, otherwise may in our town, otherwise may in our village. Okay, now yes. Why? Because they not have mouth, they are not have capable to speak what they require to us. Okay, that's why we are all the have ability to talk and we have the ability to understand what the animals are required. So it is your duty to give the food to the animals or otherwise the birds. Okay, now as one of the human being. Clear or not, all the students? You not. Take as it is a pet animal, but at last you are provide some food to the animals. Okay, yes, when they need. Okay, clear or not, all the students? And for this purpose only, one of the yes organization works for it. Yes, what is the name of organization? That organization name is the Blue Cross Society. Okay, clear or not, all the students? Blue Cross Society. Yes, and our Blue Cross Society. What is the duties of Blue Cross Society? Yeah, they collect the animals which are not have a shelter, and they collect the animals which are suffered with any accidents and otherwise which are suffered with okay na, any other problems. Okay, clear or not all the students? And they give the shelter and they give the yes medication to that animals, yes, and when they need it is, and they provide the shelter for it also. Not only the animals which are live with us, they in case they maybe it is a in a what actually forest also. Okay, now for hunting is a prohibited forest animals. That is a came from whose revolution? From this Blue Cross revolution. Okay, clear. Whatever the needs are there, it is enough to take for the meat purpose and for the milk purpose. We are depending on the animals now. Okay, that's why the animals are also depending on us sometime. Yes, it is your responsibility to compulsory give that yes food to the animals whenever needed. Okay, clear or not all of you? You don't go whenever you are don't behave with the animals. Nowadays, so many of the students are behaves cruelly about animals. Already recently, somewhat issues are also going on. Don't beat the dogs. Don't beat the cats unwantedly, and whatever the necessities are also not there. You are not in. You are beat the dogs. Correct or not? Yes. And it is not a correct thing. In case the Blue Cross fellows are observed you, they taken again with them. They taken with them. Okay. Yes. That's why don't do the things. You are good now. You are make not like the things. You are compulsory. You give your kindness about the animals. Okay. Clear or not all the students? And here once you go about that our total whatever the textbook page number 58 it is there. Once we go to that, once what is that is there in activity 4. Yes, can animals that live in our house as a pets live in other places as well? Okay, clear. Some animals are can animals that live in our houses as a pet live in other places as well. You know very well. Dogs are lives other places and as well as a pet. Cats are lives other places and as a pets are also live. And as well as there is a what somewhat pigeon like things are made lives other places and made with sparrows are also somewhere it will be lives on the on habitat as a tree and as well as in our houses also they taken a shelter. Yes, like that here. And here animals not useful to us also live in our houses. Give examples of such animals. These are the questions are there. Somewhat are not useful for us. They may destroy in our houses. Whatever the food items are there, whatever the other things are there, like rats, and our books may be damaged by the rats sometimes. Okay, now yes, and may class are also damaged by the rats sometimes. Okay, clear or not all of you? And but they are also may live with us. Somewhat unwanted animals also may live with us. And as well as why do only certain types of animals and plants live along with us? Why? Because suppose the cruel animals are there like a tigers, elephant, or lion. Okay, now yes, these animals are live with us. No, we are not give the permission to live with us, and as well as they are not able to live with us only. Okay, they are always shelter of as a forest only. Why? Because they are have their habitat as a forest only. Okay, clear. And giraffe, in case it is in our within houses, otherwise there is an elephant, may it is in within houses. What is going on? We are not living in our house. Okay, clear or not? Why? Because elephant is required a big place. Okay, to live, and as well as it is required a lot of amount of trees. Okay, clear or not all the students? That's why may not live with us. Okay, and this is only how to write in your as homework. We domestic some types of animals and plants for our needs such as food. Okay, now think why do we domestic dogs and as well as the cats? You know very well. Why we take a domestic dogs and as well as the cats. Why we domestic animals? Why it is called domestic animal? Yeah, yes, it will be useful for us. Dogs and cats. Okay, now useful for us in some way. Cats are not useful that much, but dogs are very useful for us. Okay, clear or not? Thus we can say that our houses is also habitat or not? Yeah, it is a habitat. Why we take it is a habitat? With us there is somewhat animals and plants are also may live in them. Yes, and that is a given here. About the card, about different animal names are given in that para. We should take care about our pet animals. Most of the time we concentrate on the getting the milk from the cow, buffaloes, but not on their needs. Keeping their sheds clean, supplying food and water to them, it is our responsibility. Okay, somewhere once you go for goshalas and all these things, there is a recently in our Andhra Pradesh, there is a somewhat at a time there is a thousand, hundreds of cows may die because of what? Because of dirtiness, because of not maintained properly. Okay, clear or not all of you? Yes, and that is our responsibility. Yes, why? Because they are the co-biological things. Okay, they are the what living with us only. Okay, that's why it is our responsibility. Already I am given this information. Human beings are contained about knowledge to how to live, and we are already have the capability to pronounce our voice, but they not have the voice now. Yes, in case they have the voice, they are easily they ask what they need. Otherwise, they achieve their what they are taken from us what they need. Okay, clear or not all of you? Suppose when you go for cruel animals, not a domestic animals, you are behaves like that only. Okay, it is not possible to give the chance to behave like that. That's why whatever the animals are there, like domestic animals, at last cows and buffaloes and dogs and as well as there is somewhat birds. When they appeared with our with us, when they appeared for us in somewhat in a problem. Okay, now yes. Somewhat in a problem, you have to help. Biotic compounds are nothing but components are nothing but yes, which are contain a live nature, which are contain a life. That all the components are called biotic components. There is a two types of components are there: biotic components, non-biotic components, abiotic components. Otherwise, biotic are nothing but which are contain a live, which are contain a not in a live. That is called abiotic components. Okay, there are the biotic components like virus, bacteria, and fungi. These all are also taken as a habitat. Here given what is the responsibility about our animals, domestic animals, especially. Okay, yes, you are compulsory kept these things, these words in your mind. Yes, you if you show concern for animals, they become affectionate to you. You know very well. You are very affectionate to you in your particular this age to animals. Why? Because when you show there is a your concern to the animals, yes, they recognize you, and as well as they are feel when you are go away from them. Okay, clear or not all of you? Yes, if you have a pet animal as a dog, once you check it out, always it is gives its affection. When you are appear to you, it will be born. Otherwise, when you yes, and when you go, it is to your dog, it is a lick your food, and as well as wags its a tail. Yes, it sits near you and walks with you. Okay, now sometimes it's a protect you also. You know very well. Dogs nowadays, yes, they are takes somewhere aboard. Beware of the dog. Why? Yes. Yeah, very good. Very good. I thought last year we are going with the deforestation, and because of that, there is no animals are. They may come into the villages and towns. Okay, clear. That's why you go with the forestation at last for your birthday. Otherwise, for any particular days, you have planted somewhat yes trees. So the forestation may increases, and there is animals are get the what shelters. Okay, for that. Okay, clear at all. Yes, very good, Lasya, and your whatever your thought is there. And have you ever experienced that affection of that dog? May compulsory in your childhood or otherwise now you are affectionate about that dog. Okay, clear? Yes. And now there is a what? Do you know? One thing is there. It is a very important to you for examination purpose. Animals are partners of our habitat. They also have the right to live. Yes, we people are encouraging their habitat. If we cut a tree, birds that live on it lost their nest and fall in danger. Yes, we often see the dogs, cow, monkeys suffering from the lack of food and shelter. The Blue Cross is one of the voluntary organizations that works for animal right and protection. Okay, clear or not, all the students? Yes, it is only about our animals, and as well as there is a whatever their needs, how to protect them. Okay, clear or not, all the students? That's it only. When we cut the tree, we can't think about these things actually. When we cut the tree, there is already, you know very well, our trees has a habitat or not? Our tree is a big habitat. It contains so many living things, okay, on it. Somewhat small plants and as well as on flowers. They're depending on somewhat bees and wasps. They're depending on the flowers, okay. And as well as there is somewhat birds are taken in shelter as a nets. Okay, when we cut the tree, how much damages are going on? Okay, for their habitats. That's why one thing before the cut the trees. Okay, clear or not, all of you? Yes, this is only the thing, and as well as you compulsory give your consent about that. You don't go with the domestic that animals. Yes, at last you compulsory have this little bit consent. You habitate, you take it as a habitations. Give the consent about the animals. Okay, this is only the students. Our house is one of the big habitat or not. When we make it is our house is a big habitat, you become very happy. When you observe the daily whatever the blooming flowers, when you observe there is about green color plants around you in our house, and as well as there is about dogs or otherwise any other domestic animals are there in your house, how they useful for you and how they are given the affectionate to you. Okay, clear or not, all of you? Yes, and compulsory at last for your birthday. Yes, you compulsory plant one tree, and you are compulsory provide what the necessities are there that particular tree. Otherwise, you adopt one of the animal. Yes, voluntarily from the Blue Cross, and you provide somewhat things to that animals too. If it is not possible to you, you are giving some amount to them. Otherwise, somewhat needs to that particular Blue Cross society, and they make that things. If it is not possible to you. Okay, in your house it is not possible to you, you are take adopt of that one particular animal. So many of people may take adoption of that animals through the Blue Cross. Okay, clear or not, all the students? Like that you are going there. Got it? And next come to here. Yes, another thing that is only another important part in our lesson. What is that? Our orchard. Okay, now, yes, actually it is also one of the wonderful avenue. A wonderful avenue. Here are all the students. It is a wonderful avenue. Why we call it is wonderful avenue? Why we call it is a wonderful avenue? Yeah, you know very well. When you go for orchids, it is a mini forest. Okay, clear or not, all of you? Yes, it is now. When you go for the traveling, at that time, once you observe through the window, there is a greenery is available in whatever the beside of our window. Nowadays, now there is an intersection now. Once you go for any traveling with a safe manner, okay, na, to the villages, otherwise somewhere another way, okay, na, yes, there is we get the greenish totally in our especially in orchard. Why? Because so many plants are there, vegetables. Otherwise, there is a whatever the fruits trees are there. Okay, now orchids what will we get for us especially different types of fruits. Yes, guava, mangoes, and as well as there is a whatever the amlas and the citrus fruits. Okay, clear or not, all of you? Banana trees, like that. When you observe these things, it is works as a habitat or not? It is also one of the beautiful habitat. Why? Because there is in this particular particularly single tree field may be there. There is a mango, totally mango field is also there. In that mango field, a mango tree only there? No, small plants are also there. And as well as so many, yes, insects like caterpillars, otherwise wasps, otherwise bees are depending on that things. Okay, clear on that all of you? Yes, and here our actual also working as one of the wonderful avenue. Okay, why? Because when you took here, all plants that grows in orchard are the same as the plants of a forest. Yes, why it is like that? Yes, tamarind, mango, amla are example for the plants that grows in a forest or there in a house gardens or fields. Okay, plants and animals. Okay, clear on all of you? Yes, when you go for orchard, there is a what? It will be contain so many number of plants, not only the single plants, vegetables. Once you take it here, different vegetables are available in our orchard or not? Yes, in a field there is a what? Paddy is there, maize is there, and as well as it is a contains of what? Fruits are also there, flowers are also there, citrus are nothing but there is a like a lemon. Okay, no, and orange. Okay, no, otherwise like these fruits, no, family like fruits of a like lemon, otherwise oranges. These are called our citrus fruits. Okay, yes, like that when you take your citrus fruits, otherwise the fruits orchard, otherwise the vegetable orchard, otherwise the paddy orchard, whatever the orchard we consider, it is a looks a wonderful avenue. Why? Because in that one there is a earthworm, snakes also. Okay, squirrels. It's a contain the what? Indirectly, it is also one of the trees, but small plants. Okay, clear or not, all of you? Different animals are there between the plants. Okay, clear or not, all of you? Yes, and when you go for it, rats are also there. So many animals, and as well as in a one orchard. It is not a concern to that plant only. It will be contain different plants also. Okay, clear on all the students? Got it? Yes. There is what we are considered. There is our orchid is also one of the beautiful avenue. Okay, now yes. Why? Because it is gives the shelter to the so many things, plants and as well as the animals and. Like insects and as well as the big animals. They depending on ourselves also. Yes, human beings and as well as the cows, goats, okay, the monkeys. Okay, now these all are depending on orchards. That's why there is our yes, our orchard is also one of the beautiful avenue or a wonderful avenue. Yes, and here there is you already know very well. Till now what we are discussed. There is a different type of habitats we are discussing. Okay, now avenue is nothing but it is one of the place. Okay, clear or not all of you? Place. Okay, now it is called as heaven. Okay, now like a beautiful place. It is another meaning for it is a heaven. Okay, clear or not all of you? Heaven. It is which is heaven on the ground, that is only called heaven. Okay, got it? Yes, and as well as here, why? Because it is called heaven. For all animals, it is works as a heaven only. Why? Because everything is available, that is only called what? Heaven, na? That's why our orchard is a wonderful avenue. Okay, like that. Till now, what we are discussing, different types of habitats we are discussed or not? What we are discussing? Yes, pond is also habitat. Tree is also habitat. Our house is also habitat. Orchard is also habitat. Once you division these things, somewhat on the where, as initially we are discussing in the habitat lesson, somewhat on the ground, somewhat on the water, somewhat are inside the water, somewhat on the surface of water, somewhat are underground, somewhat are above the ground. Okay, clear or not all the students? In this way, there is a what? Yeah, sore things are called. Sore. Yes. Pullaga. Somewhat student are written na. Yes, which are there, that is only called Mosambi, otherwise Battai, like these things are there na. That all the things are called citrus fruits. Okay, yeah, there is your doubts are completed. Don't write anything other things. The next here there is about our habitats are dividing into mainly two types now. One is aquatic habitats, another one is terrestrial habitats. Habitats are classified into how many types mainly? It is classified into mainly two types. One is what? One is written as terrestrial. Okay, clear or not all the students? Another one is terrestrial. Okay, clear or not all the students? One is terrestrial, another one is aquatic. Okay, another one is written as aquatic. Clear? What is the difference are there between these two things? The difference is there between these two things which are taken as a habitat above the earth, on the earth. That is called terrestrial. That is called what? Terrestrial habitat. Another one is what? Aquatic. Another one is what? Aquatic. Which are called aquatic habitat? Which are taken habitat as a which one, Nana? Yes, water. It is called aquatic. Okay, clear or not all the students? In this one, there is a tree will be getting in this concern only. Our house is also in this concern only. Orchard is also in this concern only. Normal soil is also getting on the orchard only. Above the tree, there is a whatever, above the earth, whatever the things are there, that is called terrestrials. Okay, now, aquatic means what? Aquatic means what? Pond, sea, lake, these all are called what? Aquatics. Okay, clear or not all of you? Yes, water, especially water habitats. It is a what? Water habitat. Okay, that is called what? Aquatic. That is called what? Aquatic. And terrestrial is nothing but on earth. On earth, whatever the habitats are there, that is called terrestrial habitats. Got it or not? Yes, this is only the about our habitats. All the students, this is today's class, students. Tomorrow we'll go with our conclusion of our lesson most probably. Yes, and what is the biodiversity and how we'll get the biodiversity. Okay, now yes, and as well as in our Telugu states, how will we go with this habitat biodiversity? That is only we have to go to discuss tomorrow. I hope you all are understood easily and clearly. Yes, simply what is the habitat and how our house is a habitat and how our orchard is a habitat. That is only we discussed today. Yes, and you write homework. Okay, now yes, for you, what is the homework? You know, write how our house is habitat. Justify it. Okay, how our house is habitat. Justify it after reading the page number. Yes, 59 and as well as the 60. Both are once you read it. Yes, and write how our house is habitat and write about Blue Cross Society. Write about Blue Cross Society. Otherwise, the Blue Cross organization. Collect the information about Blue Cross organization and write what is the duties and what is the acts are there on animals. Once you collect it about the Blue Cross Society, once you check it and write it. Okay, clear? And write about orchard. Okay, now write about orchard. Okay, clear? To complete these things in your classwork notes. Okay, now every student compulsory complete your homeworks now. Thank you. Bye. Take care.